Hey guys, so it's kind of funny that I have two boxes in front of me, guys. This is the same model, but in two different boxes. Actually, those are one of my latest pickups. I bought those from Jimmy Jazz last week with some great discounts. I always liked that model. Actually, I bought the first retro that came out around 2007. But at that time I didn't know that the half size, my actual Reebok size for the retros is half size down than my normal 8.5. So they were a little bit big on me, and I actually gave them as a present to a friend of mine to enjoy them. And that was the white and the green and yellow colorway. That's classic for this model. But let me just show you what the model is. As you can see, this is the Pump Dual, called now. Back in when those were released in '91, they were called Reebok Pump Running. The first colorway is this steel blue and vital blue, which is not the original colorway. And then we have this one, which is the more luxury pull-out box from Reebok Classics that has the original colorway, and it's part of the vintage bag that came out earlier this year. And this is the charcoal and sand trap and purple colorway. And let me just pull them both out and I'll show you what the differences are and the quality used on those two pairs. Okay, so this one's out first, and I'm going to pull this one out from the pull-out box. I really like those pull-out boxes that Reebok created for the Classic series. They're kind of nice. You know, you never lose the lid or misplace it, because you got to put an effort actually to pull those out. The drawer, the bottom drawer. So pull the box right here, and here they are. Okay, so I'm gonna start pointing out the differences. Which one I can use? Okay, maybe I can get this one out and kind of walk through this one. So first thing first, this is the original colorway. Now part of the vintage bag. As you can probably notice, the outsole is a little bit kind of yellowish, dirty white, creamy colorway that they created to make them look more vintage compared to the other one that it's completely white. Materials used on the vintage pair: around the toe box, this is a full grain leather right here. Around the whole toe, and no, actually wait, I think no, yeah, it's not full grain leather. They fooled me this time. Yeah, this is a synthetic leather actually. Interesting. But yeah, back in the old days this was actually leather. Now it's synthetic, but it's very high quality synthetic. I see it's definitely not something that's plasticky or hard. It's an interesting texture. Same as for the back side. Yeah, very interesting texture. So yeah, and it was this style of mesh plus the Ton. The Ton logo was exactly the same in the original pair with this logo, Reebok Global Competition, and it was one of the first models that featured pumps on both sides, medial and lateral. So the one on the lateral side pumped the collar, one of the pump chambers was around the collar, and the other one that it's on the medial side actually pumped the arch, under arch. So there's another pump chamber that goes from here and kind of extends under your foot arch to provide better support. They also had this plastic sort of hard rubber cup around the heel for better support. Same used here for the forefoot section, kind of like a, not even a midfoot, but the kind of above your toe box to provide an extra support here. There's also a reflective material used around the collar on the top. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but it's definitely visible. Of course, the outsole has the hexalite right there, same texture as before when they were released. The EVA is sort of in the midway of softness now, and as you can notice, the texture on the tongue, the interior of the tongue, is different than the one on the inner liner and the insole. And this texture, it's exactly the same what they used on the pump graphite, pump graphite, the one that I actually reviewed. I think it was my first review. So it's a very very interesting texture. Kind of reminds me of a towel, if I can say, but it is definitely high quality. If I can pull the paper, see if I can get the insole out. And this insole is actually a very thick, you can see that performance insole with the Vector logo there. Very, very nice, very plush insole with the pump logo right there. It's an amazing craftsmanship on this pair, despite the use of synthetic leather around the toe box. I definitely don't mind that. It looks really nice. I think it's kind of like very thick, so I don't think it's going to get destroyed fast. Hang tags, pump, that's part of the new releases. The hexalite, again, I show you the original ones I have, and the reserve, which means it's a limited release. A lot of people slept on these, which, I'm kind of glad that I was able to actually buy them now for under $60, and the original price was $135, I believe, or $140, something like that. One interesting thing, I don't know if it's just my pairs or maybe they didn't put the collar chamber, but let me see if those pumps work. Even the first retro I had problems with these pumps, and I'm not sure if it's just quality control from Reebok or it's something with the chambers, or maybe just they skipped and they never put the chambers inside. But I can kind of feel the valve here, so it's kind of doesn't make sense if they put the valve but not the chamber itself. I don't know, maybe it's here, but it's very hard to feel the pump, the air coming in and out. And I still remember when those came out back in the day, and then you were, pumping the both sides. You can definitely feel the air coming in and out right away. But these, I don't feel anything. I'm not sure if the chambers are there either. But again, for discounted price, it's not that bad. So let me check the other one now. So the differences, as you can see, this one is using the leather, and this one is using sort of a nubuck, or kind of a very thin suede. Probably, yeah, it's a thin suede with short hair, kind of a rough texture. Same pump, hang tag, different colorway with the hexalite. Of course, this one doesn't have the reserve because it's not limited. Mesh, a little bit different logo, as you can see on the tongue. This is the Reebok Classic logo. Comes with two sets of laces, which is pretty cool. Both of them are those cotton laces. They're not the synthetic, which is another big plus. Again, it has the strip, the reflective strip around here, which is a bonus, I think. Colorway is really clean. This gray with the light blue and the darker blue, it's very nice. The tongue is very well padded. The interior is different. as you can see, compared to the vintage one. Also, the liner of the insole is different. It's not that fuzzy one, but still pretty comfortable and high quality. Again, I'm not entirely sure what's the deal with the chambers here, but again, I cannot feel any air coming in or out when I pump them. And it's, you know, if I had only one pair, I could have said, oh, it's probably my luck, you know, and those are not performing correctly, but I have two pairs now, and none of them actually pumps correctly, or I cannot feel the collar around here getting tighter or anything like that. So yeah, something's not right. Either it's a production thing or they just skipped on the chambers altogether. But yeah, this is how the outsides look like. The original colorway versus the not original. Same hexalite, different colors. As you can see, the midsole is white here. But in my personal opinion, those are very comfortable. I still remember the first one I got. It was super spongy. This EVA is very responsive. The comfort around the toe is great. Around the tongue is great because it's so puffy and well padded. I think they have a great classic look, especially now for the summer. Great addition to my collection. Will definitely wear them with pride, like I said. And I'm glad that I bought those. The original price of $135 definitely was not something I wanted to pay, despite of the fact how much I like them. But remembering I had the issues with the pumps before, and I was kind of reluctant to, you know, buy and have the same, which my fears came true. And as you guys saw, those pumps are kind of iffy. But yeah, nevertheless, for over half of the price for both pairs, you know, they both came under the retail of one pair, so you can't go wrong with that. And I like them a lot. I think it's a very signature Reebok model. Around this time, '91, they produced a lot of models with the medial and lateral side pumps, tennis models, running models. So they were definitely you know, exploring this opportunity to put the pump on a different places other than the ton and the you know, some of them have the release valve on the heel. You know, it's interesting. This one is actually working. I just pumped this one. This is the left pair of the vintage, and yep, this one is working. I can feel the air coming in and out from the chamber here underneath the arch. Let me see the outside, the lateral portion. Yeah, this one is working too. Yeah, it's very weird. The other one is not, but this one it is. So, whatever. I mean, how many times are you gonna pump your shoes, realistically? Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for your support. It's been a long video, but yeah, whatever. It's two pairs. Stay tuned to Collective Kicks for more sneaker news, reviews, and history articles. And until next time, guys, you have a wonderful day.